Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. Today we have a special video. As we all know, 2025 is coming to an end and this Thursday will be the last day of 2025. So ICC have released their top team ranking this year and I thought why not look at those countries' best moments of this year. Before we begin, I'd like to ask you all to please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're updated whenever I upload a new video. So, before we begin, I'd like to clarify that this list is not my personal opinion. So, if your country isn't mentioned in this video, please do not be offended. This video is entirely based off the ICC's opinion and what they have released. So, let's not waste time and get started. So at number 6, we have a country who had some ups and downs throughout the year. Sometimes they were phenomenal and sometimes they were not so great. And this team, I'm sure, has a place in everyone's hearts. They are a very, very renowned country and they made a comeback in cricket this year. They brought cricket back to their country after much, much criticism, after years of stress. They finally brought cricket back, and that is none other than Pakistan. Pakistan has been ranked the number 6 country in cricket this year by the ICC internationally. So let's take a look at Pakistan cricket's biggest achievements of 2025. So I'd like to start off by saying that a few years ago, we know the incident that happened when Sri Lanka came to Pakistan, and I won't like to go into much depth about it, but simply there was whatever happened shouldn't have happened, and it was just down to some immature people and people who were not in their senses. They done things which affected their entire nation, which affected their nation's reputation. But PCB showed courage and they made efforts to bring back cricket to Pakistan, and they successfully did. This year, the Champions Trophy was held in Pakistan, and many other international series were held in Pakistan, and they were all held successfully. That is truly a big, big achievement for Pakistan. Number 2, Pakistan unfortunately were not able to win International Men's Asia Cup. However, they were blessed with the Emerging Stars Asia Cup and also the Under 19 Asia Cup. Those two were outstanding wins and truly remarkable, both defeating India in the final, who were throughout, without a doubt, most likely to win the tournaments. They were definitely the favourites, but Pakistan won both tournaments, coming out on top. And finally, Pakistan had lots of success throughout this year in home and away series in all formats, particularly the shorter formats such as T20 cricket and ODI cricket. Those were Pakistan's biggest achievements in my opinion. Now, the most crucial players for Pakistan this year, I wouldn't like. There's not one player, but I mean, of course, there is one person who has a special place in everyone's heart, and that is none other than Babar Azam. You know, Babar Azam, there was a little bit of criticism because his form wasn't the best. He was really, really struggling in this stage of his career in the past year or two. But he made a comeback, and his consistency, his this was a rather record-breaking year. His leadership at the top of the order, keeping Pakistan competitive against elite oppositions. Also, Shaheen Shah Afridi, a bit ups and downs for him as well, but he also broke through eventually, and in the Asia Cup, he showed us what he is truly capable of. And some young stars were also unveiled. I'd like to speak about two. Number one, Mas Sadakat, an outstanding player and one for the future. I think he will be a great player in the future, and I think he's definitely one to watch for. And secondly, Ahmed Daniel. What a man, what a personality, and he is a true athlete. I am excited to see him in the future, and he will without a doubt make Pakistan proud. That was Pakistan's best moments of the year. Now let's look at the team who ICC ranked number 5 in the world. And yes, it is England. England, I don't know, it's a tricky one because they are so brilliant. They were so brilliant in the shorter formats in the T20 cricket. But unfortunately, Test cricket, where they are known for, where England shines. Unfortunately, this year their Test cricket performance was horrific. It wasn't good. However, the outstanding performances they had in T20 cricket was truly one of a kind. I can't remember exactly, but that 350 plus runs which was scored against South Africa was truly astonishing. Let's take a look at their best moments. So very recently, they won a historic Ashes after 15 years, and they played some of the most aggressive Test cricket known as Bazball, and they produced record-breaking individual performances, including standout innings in ICC tournaments. The most crucial player, in my opinion, was without a doubt Ben Stokes. There's no doubt about it. He's a leader. He has no fear. He is a captain. He is the heartbeat of English cricket. His leadership, fearless approach, and the way he can influence a game with either the bat or the ball, whatever you need. Ben Stokes is always there. Other than that, Joe Root, Phil Salt, all of those names are exceptional players. But particularly, I'd like to speak about some new stars, Jamie Smith and Gus Atkinson. Two young stars who have been recently unveiled just this year, and they have shown their talents, they have shown their skills and abilities, and have shown why England's future is in safe hands. That was England's best moments and their best and most crucial players and upcoming players. Let's take a look at number 4. And guys, in number 4, we have South Africa. Now, this was simply a great year for South Africa. Why? Because after such unfortunate failure, after years of getting to the finals and then becoming runners up, after years of failure, they have finally come out on top. Yes, guys, South Africa won the World Test Championship this year, and they done it against one of the best teams of all time, Australia. This was truly a historic win, featuring so many outstanding players. Temba Bavuma and Aiden Markram were the highlight of players, in my opinion, for South Africa this year. Why? Because of their outstanding performances throughout the year, but particularly in the World Test Championship final. The innings they played were truly one of a kind. Other than that, they established themselves as one of the all-time best Test teams ever. I believe that South Africa were so successful this year with their Test cricket that they have now established themselves as one of the world's top ranked Test sides of all time. Other than that, they consistently stayed strong throughout the year against top oppositions, and yes, a lot of series wins as well, home and away. It was truly a great year for South Africa. And also, Kagiso Rabada was also a great year for him. He was their strike bowler alongside Marco Jansen, Lungi Ngidi, and his breakthroughs were taking place when South Africa needed him the most. And a few new stars which were unveiled are Tony De Zorzi and Gerald Coetzee. Yes. And also, Landry Pretorius and one of my personal favorite and most exciting youngsters in world cricket, and one of the most exciting players coming up. Yes, that's right. Baby AB de Villiers. Dewald Brevis. What a player he is. He is so exciting and he is definitely one for the future. Let's take a look at number 3. At number 3, we have New Zealand. New Zealand also had a great year, guys. Unfortunately, they weren't able to win anything crucial. However, their performances throughout the year were so extraordinary that, you can never leave New Zealand out. So let's have a look at their year and their best moments. So New Zealand reached the ICC Champions Trophy final, and unfortunately, like their poor luck has been throughout the years, they were runners up. Now that's just the harsh reality of cricket. There's not much we can do about that, but no doubt you cannot take any credit away from their efforts, from their outstanding players, and for their never-ending passion that they have for the game. You can never leave New Zealand out in a game. They will be there till the last ball of every single game. They fight till the death. Other than that, one of their achievements was they scored one of the highest totals ever in the Champions Trophy, which was 362. Um, we all know New Zealand has such class in their batting lineups, and they always have had. For example, Kane Williamson, Rachin Ravindra, um, more recently, Tom Robinson, an outstanding player, uh, which is why they were able to set such a target. And going into the depth, Mitchell Santner, Jimmy Neesham, a truly well-balanced team and an outstanding team. They maintained the consistency across white ball formats, staying among the world's most elite teams. Without a doubt, New Zealand was definitely one of the most elite teams in the world. I'm sure we can all agree. And some talents that I'd like to say, the upcoming talents, Will O'Rourke, the tall, fast bowler, offering lots of bounce and pace at the international stages. He is definitely one to watch for. And also, already mentioned, Tim Robinson. We're reaching the end, guys. Let's take a look at the top 2. And I'm sure we all had an idea who these top 2 would be. And number 2 is, yes, Australia. Australia had a great year, as they always do. They recorded the highest ever record run chase, the successful run chase in the Champions Trophy to begin the year, which was 356 chased. They've remained strong contenders in the World Test Championship cycle. Unfortunately, they were runners up, but like I already mentioned, South Africa won the World Test Championship, and it was very well deserved. However, that Test Championship was not won easily, as we all know about Australia, that they also never ever give up. They are in there till the last moment, and they fight to the last ball, which they did in the World Test Championship. They produced multiple match-winning performances in the ICC events, reinforcing their reputation as tournament specialists and tournament favorites when they come in. Without a doubt, Australia is one of the greatest teams of all time. There is no doubt about that. But let's look at their key players. In my opinion, Pat Cummins is such a crucial player to Australia. He is their leader, he is their bowling spearhead. He controls their games with discipline and intelligence, manning the fast bowling workloads, and he delivers key spells in ICC events where they are most crucial. Other than that, of course, Mitchell Starc, Josh Inglis, Travis Head, Glenn Maxwell, the list goes on. Outstanding players, never ending class. Australia is such a well rounded team. They are truly the perfect cricket team. And some new talents I would like to highlight: Cooper Connolly and Lance Morris. Cooper Connolly is an emerging all rounder who has shown his skills and capabilities at the international stages already. Lance Morris, he is an express pace bowler who impressed whenever he was given international opportunities. Guys, it is the moment. Finally, we have reached the number one spot, and I'm sure you all would have guessed who this team is. They had an outstanding year, gave us never ending entertainment throughout the year, and like always, they never ever disappoint us. Truly one of the greatest cricket playing nations of all time. Yes, guys, it is none other than India. Simply wow. I'm looking at these records and there's nothing other than wow to say. You can just stare and applaud. Truly special things which they do. First of all, they won the ICC Champions Trophy, going undefeated throughout the Champions Trophy and defeating New Zealand in the final. It was truly a great run. Yes, they did show some stubbornness by refusing to play with some teams in their nation, but you can't take away credit from such a brilliant team. India are truly one of a kind. Apart from their ICC Champions Trophy, they also won the ACC Men's T20 Asia Cup, beating Pakistan in the final. And yes, I'm sure you would have guessed, they were also unbeaten in that run. Wow. 2 clean streaks, no losses, all wins. Simply out of this world stuff. After that as well, they also dominated the World Test Championship cycle. As well as that, they also dominated the World Test Championship cycle, finishing the year as one of the top ranked test sides with multiple overseas test victories and also home test victories. Guys, their most crucial players, I would like to say, are none other than the legends, the greats of the games, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. Yes, the classic duo, the legendary duo, and the duo who brought fear to all teams. Rohit consistently delivered throughout the year in the ODI format and the Test format. Virat Kohli, he is the backbone of India's batting lineup in ODI cricket and Test cricket. Both these players deliver when India need it the most and even when they don't. Regardless the situation, Kohli and Sharma both perform, no matter the day, no matter the situation, no matter the occasion. And some future talents I would like to unveil, some outstanding talents, some talents who I think are going to make their mark in world cricket. I'd like to start off by a man who has created such a reputation for himself, Abhishek Sharma. His technique, his batting style is one of a kind. He is a unique batsman, and the strike rate he plays at is phenomenal. It is so difficult to stop him. And next up, Yashasvi Jaiswal. He has established himself as a genuine all-format player. He is also one to watch out for the future. India had a brilliant year and truly deserve this first place spot in the ICC ranking and are truly the greatest team of this year. So guys, in summary, the ICC ranking are the top 6 teams are Pakistan is at number 6, England is at number 5, South Africa is at number 4, New Zealand is at number 3, Australia is at number 2, and India is at a well-deserving number 1. This was a great year for all the cricket nations, and if your country was not on this name, that does not mean your country had a good year. There were much more teams that had great years, and 2025 was definitely a big one for them. But these were the 6 biggest teams which were ranked by the ICC. So now, as I mentioned, 2026 is coming to an end. So I thought, why not look at the things which have been scheduled for 2026 already? This isn't everything that will happen in 2026, but these are the things which have been confirmed. Before we begin speaking about that, I'd just like to point out the first playoff of the ILT20 is currently happening behind me. This is live, and I will also be making a video on this match. This is the first playoff, and we will be speaking about the ILT20 for the rest of the league, because after this it's the eliminator, and then qualifier 2, and then the final match. And the ILT20 has also been a great league, so we'll definitely be speaking about this match later on today. So to begin off 2026, we have the ICC Under-19 Men's Cricket World Cup, which will be taking place from the 15th of January to the 6th of February. And this is the ODI World Cup, and Zimbabwe and Namibia are the hosts. There are 16 teams in total, and the format will be group stage, Super 6, and then knockouts, and of course the finals. And this is one of the most important ICC pathway tournaments, so it is a really big thing. Following up, we have the ICC Women's T20 World Cup Global Qualifier. This will happen from the 18th of January to the 3rd of February. The host is Nepal, and this will determine the final teams for the Women's T20 World Cup. Then we have the ICC Men's T20 World Cup, which will happen from the 7th of February to the 8th of March. The hosts are India and Sri Lanka, and there are 20 teams in total. And this is the biggest global cricket event of 2026. It is the most anticipated, it will be the most anticipated global cricket event of 2026. And of course, it's the group stage, and then the Super 8s, then the semi-finals, then the final. Following up from that, we have the Women's T20 World Cup, which will happen from 12th of June to the 5th of July. England and Wales are the hosts. There are 12 teams in total. The final will be at Lourdes, and this is the flagship women's ICC event, the biggest women's ICC event. After that, we have the Asia Cup. This is not an ICC event, but it is still a major multi-nation event. The hosts will be Japan this year, which is quite surprising. This is for both men and women's. It is obviously a T20 format, and it is very important for emerging Asian cricket playing nations. And and finally, the, I guess you wouldn't say tournament, but the event that is ongoing throughout the year is the World Test Championship, which you know all Test playing nations take part in that, and the final is in 2027, and many major Test series are what decide what happens in the World Test Championship. So, secondly, I'd like to look at the men's bilateral series, which will happen in 2026. So, first we have India versus New Zealand in 2026 January. The host is India. There will be 3 ODIs and 5 T20s. And then in May to July, we have England versus New Zealand. There will be 3 tests, the World Test Championship fixture as well. And this is one of the strongest red ball rivalries. And then in July 2026, we have England versus India. There is no decided host yet. There will be 5 T20s and 3 ODIs. The obviously two of cricket's biggest commercial and sporting rivalries. And then in August to September, we have the England versus Pakistan men test series. There will be 3 tests, and England are the host, and obviously the World Test Championship Series, and this is traditionally considered a high intensity contest. Then finally we have England versus Sri Lanka. This will be a 3 ODI series and a 3 match T20 series. And to finish off, I'd like to speak about the franchise cricket which will happen. The IPL will traditionally it is from March to May, but due to the World Cup, I don't know what changes will be made. But as of now, it has been confirmed that it will be from March to May. And the PSL will be from April to May. The Major League Cricket will be from June to July. The Vitality Blast will go on throughout the English summer, which is June to July. In August, we have the 100, men and women's. In September to October, we have the Caribbean Premier League. And from October to November, we have the Lanka Premier League. And finally, in December, we have the Big Bash and obviously the ILT20 as well. So that is the schedule for 2026, and we can see that we have a lot of cricket to come up for next year, a lot of cricket to look forward to, and it will be a year full of fun, full of entertainment, full of competition, full of rivalries, and it will truly be a great, great year to watch. So 2025 is signing off strong, and 2025 was a great year for us cricket fans. There was so much cricket to watch, Asia Cups, the Test Championships, Test Series, throughout it was a great, great year, and there was so much to look for. So I am truly excited for 2026. I also hope you guys are too. Let me know in the comments what you look most forward to in 2026. That's all from me, guys. Early Happy New Year to all of you. Enjoy your holidays, guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.